Hi, hello and welcome. I'm so excited that you are here for this video in which I will talk a little bit about how you can find your way and navigate through this maze of so many opinions, so much information going around right now, and how you can really start to manifest the timeline that you want to be on, because we do manifest individual and collective timelines. Okay, so I will go a little bit more deeply into this in today's video, because I think it's really important to shift the focus to something that is actually very practical, but also really beneficial for us right now, instead of just continuously engaging in these conversations, which can be really helpful. But also there comes a point where we need to focus on what we want to bring forth. So before we jump right into this, I would love for you to like this video, to put a comment below, and to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. I am doing monthly draws for giveaways. So everyone who likes the video, comments underneath, subscribes and hits the bell button will actually be entering a draw of a really amazing giveaway that I do every month on the 15th. Okay, so there's also, the last thing that I will say is there are quite a few courses down below that help you to master your emotions, to really cultivate freedom and sovereignty. I've just released Freedom Codes, which is a very powerful course that is only 1/4 of the price that I will be introducing it for once it is complete. And you're gonna get access to everything. I already have a lot of amazing modules in there so that you can really create your own life and be the master of your own emotions and integrate them for ascension, for manifestation, for really building holistic harmony and energetic mastery in your life. And there are also a few other courses that you might be interested in, so go check below in the description box. But really what I want to talk about today is this time that we are in right now, and it keeps going, but it's really about so much opinions are floating around, and it is so important to use our own internal compass, our own internal discernment to figure out what really is true, to really exert our own truth and find our own path, our own journey through these crazy times. It is a time of transitioning, and it is so crazy because we are transitioning into the golden age, into new earth. But the thing is, at the moment, we are all swayed a lot by all of these different opinions, by all this information, and definitely I encourage you to exercise critical thinking, to do your own research, to look into things that maybe before you were a little bit like, oh, I don't really want to look into this. But it is important that we are informed. So that is the first thing that we will say. And it's important that, again, through discernment, through using your internal compass, through using your internal guidance, your wisdom, your intuition, along with critical thinking, we make our own picture, okay? So that we're not just completely like swayed around like a little flag in the wind by everything that's happening out there or that people say, but so that we can actually be in our own sovereign, informed, intuitive nature, okay? So that's the first thing that I will say. The second thing is that we get distracted by all of the noise that's going on around there. There's so many things, so many narratives, so many, like every single day is more news, more this, more that. So the first step that I just mentioned is you finding your way through that and integrating it through your own compass, through your own truth and intuition. But then we don't want to just leave it with looking at what's going on out there and what the narrative is and what the different opinions are and weighing them against each other and all of that kind of stuff. Like, yes, as I said in step 1, do this to a certain degree and integrate all of that stuff that comes up and the emotion. And if you have difficult emotions going on that you can't quite handle, then I do recommend you have a look at my course Freedom Codes, which is down below, that can really help you with that. But at the same time also not to get lost in all of the noise out there. Okay, that is step 2. Step 1 is finding your own truth in it and looking at it, finding your own truth in it, and like integrating it. But then the second step is really kind of like taking a step back and not allowing all of the outside stuff and narrative to dictate your inner world, but actually to start you dictating your inner world again and start to manifest the timeline that you want to be on. Because one thing is so important to know: we all manifest our own individual timeline. Nothing, I repeat, nothing is set in stone 100% specifically, 100% completely, because you, every single moment of the day, you manifest with your energy, with your thoughts, with your patterning, with everything that is you, with your being, you manifest the timeline, okay, that you are on, that you're going to be on. So it is very important, especially in this point now more than ever, to really understand that and to practice your manifesting. Not kind of like, how can I manifest money, or all of that. It's kind of like all done in the same way, but it's really important for us to decide what timeline we want to be on. What does that mean? What timeline do I want to be on? It means that you can decide, you can dream up the way that your reality looks like, okay? So allow yourself to investigate inside of you, how do I want this world to look like? How do I want things to go? How do I want New Earth to look like? How do I want my life, like also in a practical way? How do I want different aspects in my life to look like? How do I want different areas in my life to look like? And how does that integrate with a the bigger collective and how things go on this planet right now? Okay, so I really want you to get clear on what it is that you want in the context of this new age that we're moving into, okay? Because you're creating it with your visions, with your dreams, with your internal space, okay, and everything that that encompasses. And that is something that I really, really, really want to shift, or help you to shift the focus to, so that you can shift the focus and your primary attention to what it is that you desire from the unraveling of this new age, of these new timelines, of this new reality, okay? And this is also how we manifest collectively. You have to get clear on what it is that you want internally for yourself, and then see yourself living that, having that, feeling yourself embodying that, okay? So again, how do you want New Earth to look like? How do you want your life to be like? And really focus and give yourself permission to focus on the most positive aspect that you can possibly focus on, okay? So not thinking, oh, maybe could this be possible, or could that be possible, but actually really focusing on how you want things to be like, how you want things to feel like, how you want things to look like. How is your life to be in this new dawn, in this new earth, in this new dawn? Sometimes has a little bit of a weird connotation because people have hijacked it, or groups have hijacked it, but you know what I mean, right? Like, how do you want your life to feel like, to be like, to look like? And that is what I would love for you to focus on a bit more, and consciously bring at least just a few minutes a day to this practice and meditate a little bit on that, okay? Envisage your future, envisage this new time on earth, this new age that we're moving into. How does it look like? What are the flavors? What are the colors? What are the plants, the objects, the fruit, the vegetable? How do they feel like? How do they look like? How does your living space look like? How do your relationships relationships look like, okay, and really bring magic in there, okay. Allow yourself to tap into your heart space and into your soul space, and really allow yourself to channel through all these magical impressions that you always thought, oh, they're just available elsewhere, but not really. So really just allow yourself to see that it's possible to manifest these, and to and for Earth actually to move into that magic, okay, through you manifesting it. Because really, we are manifesting our reality to such a big degree, okay. There's of course so much more to it, and I can't pack everything in this video, even though I wanted to, but it's really about you being able to tap into your highest vision of you, of your right now, of your present moment, but also kind of like how you want things to go, and feel yourself living it. Allow yourself to internally live these dreams, okay, and feel them present, feel them there. Feel the magic being present, okay? Because this holds so much power for each and every one of us individually, and also collectively, okay? So instead of allowing yourself to be swayed around by everything that's going on in the world, also come back to your own inner mastery, to your own inner alchemy, by which you create your own experience of life. Because you are creating this timeline each and every second of the day, in each and every moment. And of course, again, as I said, there's so much going into that, but it is you allowing yourself to feel already living what you want to live. Okay? I repeat that. Feel yourself living what you want to live, what you want to experience. Feel yourself living that. Feel yourself living the magic, okay? Feel yourself living these dreams, these visions, everything that you might have, whether it is kind of like in your visualization, in your mind's eye, in your third eye, or whether you just feel it and conjure up this feeling space, this sensing space around you, the energy. Whether it is writing it out into words onto paper, maybe if you paint or draw the world how you want it to look like. Some of you may know I'm also kind of like an artist, and I love to express myself through painting and certain drawings and different modalities in that spectrum. And like the impulse that I have really received for myself is also to draw these moments in life, how I want to live, how I want my reality to be like, what I want to manifest, how I want this new earth to look like. And if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, the links are below. You will probably over the next few months and weeks and days maybe even see the pictures of how I envisage New Earth, or my version of New Earth to look like. Okay, so really allow yourself to dream up this space, or maybe go onto Pinterest and look for these pictures that really inspire you, and make a Pinterest board, and maybe even share that Pinterest board below in the comments. I would love for you to do that and really visualize that, and share it with others, so that we can all collectively tap into those visions, into the imagery, into how it looks like and feels like. Or maybe write out how you want the world to look like, or your life to look like, or the landscape to look like, how things are going to be, okay? Instead of just being swayed around by all of the craziness that's going on out there. And I'm not saying to avoid it and to not integrate it, because integrating it integrating what's going on in the 3D world right now is a very integral piece of our ascension process, so don't circumvent that. And if you don't know how this can work with your emotions as well and everything that stirs up, then again, look into freedom codes, because in freedom codes I share my heart and my soul and everything that I've learned around emotional work and bringing in the body in and the mind space as well, and the spiritual space and the energy. And I really tackle this whole thing from a very holistic point. So really look at that. It's super cheap at the moment, especially. But really allow yourself to dive into the sensation, the dream, the mystery, the magic of these realms, because we're right now bringing them down again. We're recreating them into this new earth. We are internalizing them, okay? I work a lot with the spirits of Avalon, with the Nordic and Celtic, or Celtic, I never really know how to pronounce it, gods and goddesses, and with the Arthurian legends. And so for me, I'm bringing this magic, the magic of Avalon, that beautiful heart energy as well. I'm bringing that into my life, into my visions, into my dreams right now, into my manifesting practices even. And this beautiful yeah, just this beautiful energy. Not going to say more about it because I'm still like in the phase of exploring it, and there will be probably much more that I will be sharing it over the next weeks and months. But this is how, like, just for you to give you an example of how I do it. If you really relate to the Lemurian timelines, then look up maybe visuals or images or artwork around Lemuria and allow yourself to tap into those vibes, okay? If you're feeling really drawn to anything else, like the fairy realm, that kind of magic, then allow yourself to really dive into that space, and with your energy, with meditation, or just with imagery that you pull up, that helps you to integrate and to bring that force that more as well, and bring that into your practice, okay? So I'm giving a lot of visual examples right now, but it's really you getting yourself in the state of already living in this type of earth, on this type of planet, where there is magic, where there is whatever you want it to be, okay? Even if you're not really kind of like relating to magic or any of that kind of connotation or what it conjures up in your mind, but then just allow yourself to feel how you, on a practical level, want your timeline, your life, your world to look like, okay? So I've brought a lot of passion into this and in a lot of different aspects into this, because I feel it is so very important right now that we focus on that we focus on what we really want to see, and what, not just kind of like what could be a possibility or all the doom and gloom that might be out there, but actually to manifest the beauty that we want to see in whichever way, shape or form it expresses through you, okay, in your unique individual way, because it is needed. Your vision, your dream, your wisdom is needed, and we want that. So please share that below with us. Please put maybe pictures in the comments, or thread to your Pinterest boards if you send, or if you collect some, or whatever it is that it means for you, and how to get yourself into that state of living already on this beautiful planet Earth in its highest form, in its greatest destiny, in its greatest expression, okay? So if you like this video, please leave a like below, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will be bringing out more meditations, more journeys, and also more of my own kind of like journey and quest through all of this. And I would love to have you. So I'd love to hear from you. I'm sending you all of my love. Bye.